Last Friday, International Women's Day was celebrated in our sport by World Sailing. Here is their tribute.
Here are 5 inspiring women you should know who have sailed at the Olympics. Number 5. Who was the first ever woman to win gold at the Olympics? Helene de Portales was born in 1868 and was an American-born Swiss sailor who competed in the 1900 Summer Olympics in Paris. She was also the first woman to represent Switzerland at the Olympics. Her father's cousin was Charles Oliver Asselin, the famous yachtsman who won the America's Cup 6 times. His second wife, Edith Hope Goddard Asselin, was also a pioneer and was the first ever woman to crew on an America's Cup yacht in 1895. Courageous, determined, and true trailblazers, Helene and Edith shattered stereotypes and set sail for a new era of women in sports. Number 4. This British athlete is the most successful female Olympic sailor of all time. Hannah Mills was introduced to sailing on a family holiday, and since then she has gone on to conquer the world. The first Olympic success was a silver medal on home waters at London 2012. Hannah went one better in Rio, striking gold in the women's 470 with Saskia Clark. Her third Olympic medal was a gold in Tokyo with new partner Ailey McIntyre. Hannah and Ailey also won World Sailor of the Year in 2021. Hannah took some time out in 2022 to start a family, but was soon back on the water. She and Saskia Clark will reunite for the first Women's America's Cup later this year when they will target success in Barcelona. Number 3. This Spanish sailor is an Olympic champion and is now dedicated to educating children about the health of our oceans. A double Olympic champion in Barcelona 1992 and Atlanta 1996, Teresa Zabel has been successful in just about every venture. She speaks 4 languages and has channeled her passion for the sea and sailing into the Ecomar Foundation. Founded in 1999, the commitment was made to give back to the sea all the satisfaction it had given her during her sporting career. Reaching more than 15,000 children each year, the focus is marine conservation, lifestyle resources, and environmental education. Number 2. Born partially deaf and blind, Li Jiaxu discovered sailing at the age of 10. Through her determination, she went on to become the first Asian sailor to win an Olympic gold medal at the age of just 25. Her rise through the ranks was rapid. 1998 Chinese national champion. Just a year after starting to sail, Lily narrowly avoided tragedy after capsizing in a sudden storm. In 1999, 2001 and 2002 world champion, and 2002 Asian Games winner, and recovered from a tumor in her knee in 2004, which forced her to miss the Athens Olympics. She returned stronger than ever, making the move to the ILCA 6 boat class. Her hot streak continued. 2006 world champion, 2008 world silver and Olympic bronze in Beijing, and then gold at London 2012. Lily also majored in business management and now reports on some of the world's biggest events, hosts a podcast and campaigns for ocean health. Number 1. Francesca Klapsich is the definition of a multi-skilled sailor, finishing top 20 at London 2012, competing in the ILCA 6 class. She then went on to place 5th in the 2016 Olympics in Rio, having switched class to the women's skiff, the 49er FX. Competing with teammate Giulia Conti, the pair took multiple Italian, European and World Championship podiums, earning the Golden Collar Sporting Merit Award in the process, the highest recognition by the Italian Olympic Committee. It didn't stop there. Klapsich then turned to competitive offshore racing, first as part of Turn the Tide on Plastic in the 2017-18 Volvo Ocean Race, and then aboard 11th Hour Racing in the Ocean Race 2022-23, where she became the first Italian to win the race. She has also partnered with 11th Hour Racing to help cultivate a safe, diverse and equitable environment within sailing. In what will be a busy 2024, Klapsich was named the squad lead in Upwind by Merconcept, a multi-hull offshore high-performance race team for female sailors, as well as part of the New York Yacht Club, American Magic women's team, in the PUG Women's America's Cup. Francesca will also be looking to achieve a lifelong goal of competing in the 2028 Vendée Globe. Who inspires you to take to the water? Tell us in the comments.
This is your weekly global sailing highlights show, The World on Water, March 16, 2024. 4 bullets from 9 races was enough to secure Team Nika victory in the 44 Cup Calero Marinas, opening event of the 2024 44 Cup. All 4 days of racing in the Canary Islands were in maximum conditions for the high-performance owner-driver 1 design. In fact, no one can remember an event requiring their smallest headsail, the J3, to be used in every race. Even for the final day, forecast to be the lightest, teams were still subjected to gusts into the high 20s blowing from the north, over Lanzarote's barren lunar landscape.
Today's the last day of the 44 Cup, hosted by Calero Marinas. It's tied at the top with 3 boats vying for the podium. Let's roll straight into the action. So again, another start in the windy conditions, and everybody's super close to the line. Some boats are over though, and they're going to have to go back. The people at the right-hand end of the start line, Black Star and Peninsula, look like they're just coming into a little bit more wind. Oh, and Sea Ref down the other end, they're going to have to go back. But I think they're not the only one. Looks like Charisma 2 are having to return back to the other side of the start line and restart the race again. Coming to the top, it's been fantastic for the guys. LF on the left-hand side, closely followed by Nika and Artemis having a great first upwind. LF rounding first, getting the bow down, the kite's already going out on the foredeck, but Nika behind are really trying to get that spinnaker up nice and early. Who's going to get the first one to get the kite to pop and set and accelerate away? Down the run, LF is still leading, Nika off to jibe out in a gust, but it's a tricky jibe as Artemis and Aqua come steaming down on a massive gust from behind. In at the leeward mark, LF has maintained their lead. Nika look like they're going to secure second in at this leeward gate. Coming into the top mark, it's Aqua who's taken a massive gain on the right-hand side on the upwind. They've passed LF. Artemis also made some gains and are going to come around in third. Nika have dropped back to fourth, but it's going to be really super close. Aqua maintain their position all the way down through to the finish, leading a race with Artemis second and Black Star coming in with a supercharge on the last downwind to nail third. Race start of the second to last race. Aqua up at the top end, but really punchy on the line. They're going to have to go back. How are they going to do that? They have to tack out. Nika just below them have good control as they come off the starboard end of the line. And Aleph look like they're going to have to put a tack in and clear out to go to the right-hand side of the beat. It's been good for Charisma, up this beat, more middle and left. Nika coming in again, super consistent, rounding in second. Aqua, who do a really nice job here, coming into the top mark in a bit of distance and got a little cushion. The spinnaker's out nice and early, turning the boat down. The guys on the pumps charging at the handles, trying to really put that spinnaker up in the air quickly. Aqua, who maintain all the way through to the finish. Second bullet of the day. Good job, Aqua. So the last start of the day, Aqua managed to nail the start of the starboard end and do a good job there and holding. Sea Ref down at the other end of the start line, but a super good start from Charisma in the middle. The guys are holding to try and get into the big bands of pressure that are coming down off the shore, really smashing down onto the water as the gusts are hitting in. So at the top mark, Peninsula have made a big gain on the upwind by going right. They turn the boat down, a lovely rounding here. Spinnaker's going super fast up to the top of the mast to set and give them a little extension. So Nika coming into the starboard rounding mark, but at a similar time, Peninsula are also rounding on the port rounding mark. But look, multiple boats all closing in on the leeward mark, port rounding really, really tight together. Artemis outside, Aqua inside. Who's going to get the better hand? Aqua just managed to sneak around on the inside and set themselves up nicely for a good port tack on the upwind. Coming into the finish now, it's Nika. Nika extending and winning the race and the regatta. Now let's hear from the winners, Team Nika.
Yeah, we're very happy. We had a bit of a tricky day today. We had a few handling errors that cost us a bit. So we're really happy to win that last race and seal it in style. But we've had a great week. A lot of wind this week. We've got a new crew. So yeah, we're really happy with our performance, and there's more games to be had. So yeah, all in all, a great week, and looking forward to the next one.
Look, it's very difficult to win in this class, so it's real pleasure. I'm very happy because it's not some other classes. It's very special and very competitive.
So the 44 Cup in Calero Marinas has been a fantastic regatta. Windy, big waves and super intense racing.
Usually at this point we ask that to help us please subscribe to our channel, but after weekly uploads every week for 14 years the Gen Zs at YouTube have demonetized our channel. 1200 videos and on YouTube for 17 years we are a professional sailing accredited media company. Whilst a minority sport, sailing on their social media does not return enough to even pay for our weekly groceries. So if you would like to support us, we have an old Patreon page for World on Water, or you can send support to our PayPal email, which is listed below. Thank you. Yes, we are appealing. Erwan Fischer and Clément Pequin, of France, won France's first ever 49er world title on the final day of the 49er and 49 RFX World Championships in Lanzarote. Odile van Aanholt and Annette Duetz, of the Netherlands, reclaimed the 49 RFX World title for the Netherlands. The final day brought lighter breezes but still sufficient for twin trapezing up and down the two-lap race course.
After 6 days of intense racing, we have our new 49er and 49er FX World Champions. Let's take a look back at the drama of the final day. The Dutch team, Odile van Aanholt and Annette Duetz, had a chance to wrap up the world title in the last Gold Fleet race of the morning. In Canada 2 years earlier.
Oh yeah, it's really amazing. I'm really proud of how we sailed this week, and we had a lot of tension. We could barely eat, so we looking forward to relax a little bit, and just super proud that we managed to do it under so much pressure. And we had a great week, and our coach also was such a big help, and there were so many happy people at the boat park on the island. So we just feel a big love from Lanzarote and a big love from the 49er class. So shout out to everyone watching, and we are just grateful.
Also featured on International Women's Day, Clarisse Kramer was exonerated for cheating in the last Vendée Globe by an international jury after a complaint which was brought by an anonymous source. The accuser claimed that Clarisse's companion gave her rooting help during the race. Supposedly the proof was screenshot photos, which were only displayed on the Banque Populaire Trimaran. The jury said that they were, quote, entirely convinced that there was no bad behavior on the part of Clarisse Kramer or Tanguy Le Turquet, end of quote. A sport should adopt a covering form with the complainant's details on any rule complaint. No form, then bin it.
To be a woman, a competitor, a mother, an athlete, an engineer, a videographer, a rigger, a friend, a wife, a businesswoman, a writer, a team member, a sailor. To be anything you dream of being. To be in the race for equity.
The World Championship of the Sydney 18-footer skiff class is the annual J.J. Giltinan. The final, Race 9, was run on Sydney Harbour last Sunday afternoon. It was a two-boat race, Yangdu and Rag and Famish, and it was full on.
A very, very good afternoon from once again a sparkling Sydney Harbour for the 9th and final heat of the J.J. Giltinan 18-foot skiff championships for 2024. The race to be decided and the title to be decided today. Only two boats can win, Yangdu and Rag and Famish. And it'll be a race in two, that is for sure, and we'll drill down on that a bit later. Hello, I'm Peter Shipway, and good afternoon to you all. I know we've got a mass of people watching us, and we've got a mass of spectator boats out on the harbour in beautiful conditions. And to tell us all about it, a very good afternoon also to Andrew Buckland.
Thanks, Pete. Welcome, viewers, wherever you are. Sydney Harbour today, just in the grip of a weak gradient nor'easter with a little smear of sea breeze on the top, which appears to have disappeared. So, breeze quite soft and quite tricky, and hard to say what might happen today. We did see the sea breeze come to effect towards the end of the day yesterday, so maybe not dissimilar, not strengthening, just a rotation from nor'east, so perhaps 020 compass to around 04 something, but we're not expecting it to be windy, and a lot of the fleet with number 2 rigs in, which looks like the wrong rig to me.
The final heat just about to get underway. We're standing by, 25 seconds.
Pressing their luck in the middle.
A few boats on port. The Germans on port. Is Vycobi on port? Okay, he's doing okay here at the committee boat end. Oh, where are the two combatants? They're locked in there somewhere.
The Rag's just below
7
Finn Port, and
there's Yangdu there. The Jimmy
Yandu's just below Balmain.
They're side by side, Peter. Right, we're away. The Hoffel House going backwards at the starting line, but 6 got the jump at the committee boat end, Andu the jump at the pin. And we're away, final heat, under black flag. A few boats tacking across already by Kobe. Someone got a bit wobbly on the start line. Who's that? The Victorians.
Victorians.
And the Hoffel House is still to cross the start line. What a day we've got here on the harbour. There's spectator craft everywhere. Wonderful. Some of the great skiff sailing. 18-footers, Sydney Harbour, nor'easterly breeze. It can't be better. Just above Yandu's the Royal Oak. So Yandu leads, Pete. He's got to get across. He's got to get across Royal Oak. He'll go to Bradley's, I think. He's pretty high on Bradley's. In a perfect lay into the lighthouse. There's the ASCC1, Fischer Michael. The Burrowang, well positioned. Balmain just going to get there. There they go, they're around.
So that's their best first speed boat so far this regard.
Kurt Mitchell driving hard in second. They're driving off Balmain straight away. Andu.
Wow,
Balmain's in trouble. No, they're not. They've saved it. Andu going to just bear away set. No, they're jibing also. And then the Royal Oak. And look who's in fifth spot. Stand by. No, are they fifth or sixth? Doesn't really matter. They're fifth. Yandu, Mika Lane.
And if indeed the rag can lay, they might get there in eighth.
Black Knight after Yandu. Then tacking at the mark is ASCC1.
Finport's eighth, sorry. The rag might be ninth.
Take your shoes off for your counting, would you?
Okay, Keegan York in the Finport. He's around. He's keeping the hammer down.
Yeah, I was going to say.
A jibe and drop.
Yeah.
Neither of the above. What would I know? Anyway.
Most wind we've seen for the so far. Getting ready to jibe.
Still only 12 knots, Pete.
Yeah, but it's good breeze. Come on, boys.
That's pretty tidy.
Yeah.
Something that they didn't quite judge exactly, but...
Fang's on the wire. Mika's on the wire.
You give it a pass, Mark.
Louis Brake tidying up.
Oh, yeah, I'd give it a 7.5, Jimmy, at least.
But looking upwind, they like what they see with this breeze. A few more white caps. Here comes Andu. What a good performance this is from Joel Bushell.
And the Balmain up to third, Pete.
Balmain third. Well, they were prominent at the weather mark. They've jumped away, clearly in third. And where's the rag? That's the question.
They're just behind the ASCC.
Yeah, there they are. Well, there'll be a good minute and a half behind Yandu. Yandu and rag attack in tandem. Just see a few white caps appearing and we slack water at the moment. They'll have a nice lead. What, 25, 30 seconds over Andu. Yandu's round. On his way. Oh, hang on to it, Mika. No, just...
Well, you know, the jibe set comes with some risk, and so just bear away and then have a think maybe. But
yeah, just got to keep it tidy now. And way in the distance, we see Rag and Famish still 2 or 3 minutes at least from the weather mark.
You know, the Yandu doesn't have to do anything; just got to stay upright, basically.
Oh, there's the difference in rigs. Look at that marine outlet with a big rig. Just shows you the difference. Rag and Famish just round the weather mark for the second time. The run back to Clark Island, then final beat of this championship awaits.
Yandu driving back.
Yep.
Not much breeze where we are on the camera kit.
Attacking Bradley, so hope to get a bit of compression around the point.
Slightly wobbly looking jibe for all that, Pete.
Well, they can have a few, can't they? Sit back and have a tea, Maria and milk, or an Aperol spritz, whatever they want, really. Now, as Yandu approaches the leeward mark for the second time, one jibing in. Louis Brake's already in there. Things tied up. Fang's in. Okay. Fang's in.
And conservative thing will be the word, wouldn't it?
Well, why wouldn't you be? Spinning it down. They're about 3 or 4 boat lengths from the mark. Nice and tidy. Sheet on. Away they go for the last time. Up to Beechel Boy. Not much wind here again, probably just lucky to be 10 knots. Just nice, easy bear away set. Run into Nielsen, jibe out, jibe again. Shark Island, run to the finish. Get the ribbon. Easy, easy, easy.
Drink the champagne.
There they go. Jib off. A little bit of breeze here. Oh, oof. Don't lose it now, Mika. He's got it.
The last nervous one.
What is this wave here?
This is from one of Shippo's mates, Waves.
Okay, here's the Balmain boys. They'll be third, I think. No, fourth. Okay, Finport's got himself, yes, into second. Balmain fourth, Andu third. And still about 3 or 4 minutes from the weather mark is the Rag and Famish. We're on the leader. Yandu. He's over, he's done it. Well done, fantastic performance. Yandu is the champion for 2024. I think I see Kenny Beechel there in the doorway of the ferry. He's got the ribbon in his hand.
In a fashion ensemble, Peter. A yellow shirt and a grey hat.
He's always been a fashion statement. Oh, again, he's got to slow down. This is the tricky part. Whoops. Okay.
No, they did pretty well there.
They did.
I've seen it done worse. I've done it worse.
There's Adam Beechel with his father, Ken. There's Adam walking on the... See, there's Adam going across, congratulating the crew. I'm sure on behalf of his father and very proud of his son. Leaving the ferry now. It's a great shot. Ribbon streaming from the masthead of the 2024 champion.